Melody on City 105.1.
And the song is titled Wickedest Wine by DapoTuburna on your number one lifestyle station, City 1051. I told you right before DapoTuburna got into the studio that I'm going to have a conversation with him. And guess what? He's already here. How you doing, Dapo?
Yes, boss. We're out here. What's Gucci? City. My city. What's happening?
Okay, so this is your latest single,
Yeah.
Wickedest Wine. And like I was talking to you about it off air, I was saying, I
Yeah.
really like this song. Like
Thanks
it's
so much.
such a, jam.
Thank you so much.
Dapo, how are you promoting this song, please? Because we need this song. We need everyone to hear about
we
this
actually
song.
need everybody to listen to this song. I'm just doing my best, doing my rounds, like going through everybody trying to push this record because this is the first record of my EP. I just announced it this morning officially on City FM 105.1. You get me? My EP, I remember everything. So Wickedest One is like the lead single of it. Yeah, and I'm doing my best.
Yes, okay, and definitely we're going to try as much as we can to support you.
Yes, boss.
Yes, so your EP is dropping the March what?
19th.
March 19th, that's in like 18 days.
18
and the
days.
title is I Remember Everything.
Yeah, I remember everything, which also means Ire, that's I-R-E. And Ire in Yoruba means like treasure, like something really precious to you. Then in Jamaica, Ire, you get me feeling like up, feeling elevated. So yeah, so everything is I remember everything, like I-R-E, Ire, I remember everything.
And you've been here for a minute when it comes to music in Nigeria. What is there not to remember? You've gone through your ups and you've gone through your down.
You get me? I've been through my ups. I had my own share of down. I had my own share of the upside. So I'm just telling my story, and everybody can actually relate because I feel like everybody remembers at one point in their life they're trying to get to where they are right now, and maybe probably when they get to where they want to be, they still remember that I've been through so many things to get to this place. You get me?
What keeps you going as an artist, Dapo? Because I know that when it comes to music, it's not the easiest thing to do, especially when you're not getting as much support or you don't have all the funding in the world. Speaking about funding, are you self-funded now when it comes to your music, or you're signed to
I'm not signed to anybody. I fund my P myself. Thing about me is that I have people like I'm very, 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 very lucky, or should I just say grace, that I have people that really support me. And I always like try to carry people along, especially people that I know that like they could push my music to the world. You get me? So I'm not signed to anybody. I'm indie, it's jingle music, and it's just me and my fans basically. You get me?
So what keeps you going?
Man, what keeps me going is the hustle. I can't even lie, man. It's the grind. It's like waking up to know that more this thing where you dey chase. If you know happen, you get me? So like, but for me, I'm optimistic about it. I'm a very positive person. You get me? I just don't want everything to be smooth, relax. You get me? So that's what keeps me going, man. My hustle, man, my grind, reality, basically, life.
That keeps you going. Okay, so I saw a video. I was watching a video this morning. It was Jay-Z the rapper. He was talking about hustle, kind of, and talking about doing what you do and everything. And he mentioned something that sometimes you might just be in your headspace thinking, oh, this thing I'm doing right now might not be giving me the money that I want, or it might give me, what I want, but I love doing it. So I'm sure when it comes to your music, how much do you love doing this music?
Man,
to be honest,
I've been doing since I was a baby, since I started talking. I've been telling myself that I'm going to be this kind of guy that will put words, trying to make it so that people will understand, in a music way. I didn't even know, how do I put it? Let me just say, the church really exposed me to music because my parents are pastors, you get me? Yeah, so I started playing the drums, conga, keyboard. Then from there, I went to the music school, you get me? And I'm like, oh, I can't do anything 9 to 5. I went to a military school. I'm like, no, I don't want to be in the military. I want to do music. I want to use my words. I want to talk to people. I want to tell my own story in a melody, you get me?
Because I want to talk about me.
Yeah, I want to talk about myself, my story and everything.
I was referring to myself. It said melodies. I'm like, talk about
me. Melody way.
Okay. So still speaking about your music and the push for the music and what keeps you going and everything. Like we said before, you've been here for a minute. You've been doing your music. Here for a minute. What is the difference between the DapoTuburna that I heard 2 years ago and DapoTuburna dropping this EP?
Well, for me, it's growth, growth basically. That's my music, my life, everything I do is around my hustle. You get me? And as a hustler, you have to be concerned about your growth.
Yes.
You have to know that this February, if I'm making 10,000 naira or $10,000 by March. I should try and make like $12,000
Yes.
before the end of the
Step
month.
by
You get me?
step.
Before the end of the year, I should be on $50K or 50K naira. So
Yeah.
that's myself. Myself is growth. You get me? What keeps me around is growth. You get me? The same way I came here last year is not the same way I'm going to come this year.
You actually look fine
Something
now.
you get me?
You look
Something
fine,
has to change.
and you sound better. I
Thank
can't
you
even
so
lie.
much.
I
Thank you so
really love
much.
this song.
Thank you so
Now,
much.
aside from your music, you're an
Yeah.
artist who you're very informed. You're a
Yeah.
social conscious artist.
Yeah,
Every time
yeah.
there's a conversation going on social media about young people
Mhm.
and things that young people are going through, you never ever shy away from it. You
Yeah,
always talk
always
about that. You
pray.
lend your voice to
Yeah.
those issues. So, as an artist, aside from music, what other thing are you passionate about?
Well, to be honest, I'm passionate about people. Like, I'm passionate about like random people. I don't have to know you from anywhere, but
Yeah.
if I see you and I feel like I can relate to what you're going through, or
Mhm.
I can relate to wherever you want to get to.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could kick it like conversation and everything like that. But to be honest, everything around my lifestyle revolves around my music. I can't even lie.
Right,
I'm a
yes.
very, very recording, sleep, eat, record, back. Get me? Maybe
Okay.
once in a while I go out. Yeah, but
Okay. So if you have a question for DapoTuburna, you can leave it on Twitter at 61051 or on WhatsApp 0909-916-4403. Any
Yes,
question you want me to
boss.
ask DapoTuburna, I'm definitely going to ask him. Now, about your
Gotcha.
sound, and I said that the last time I spoke to you, or the last time I heard your music, and you dropping this Wicked as Wine, I can tell the growth in your music.
Yeah.
So, but usually you give us like Afro pop. You're
Yeah.
like an Afro pop kind of artist, or
Yeah,
Afrobeat with the
Afrobeat, yeah.
kind of artist. But this sound is not the
Yeah,
DapoTuburna that we know.
true that. This sound is kind of like, should I say, a bit of Caribbean,
Yes,
but
it sounds-
but it still has a bit of Afrobeat in it, though.
Yes, of course.
You get me? Because from
The
the production,
beats, yeah.
the beat is is
Yeah.
Afrobeat. Unlike my previous single, See Finish. From See Finish, this guy can't give
Exactly.
us the song.
So I'm trying to understand how you got to recording this song.
For me, you get me, my EP is coming, so I
Yes.
really want to touch like different sounds, and I
Okay.
really want to actually express myself the way I feel, because I feel like my fans, like people that follow DapoTuburna, they know my sound, they know my range. So when they hear this today, they hear that tomorrow, they say, you don't know that guy, and that's what they do. It bad. If you sing reggae today, give them this one, give them that tomorrow. So that's just the growth. The growth has to be very, very obvious.
Okay. So the EP that you're dropping, I Remember Everything. How many tracks?
Yeah, I'm dropping 6 songs, 5 new songs with See Finish. No let them see you finish. You get me? You get me? So 5 new songs with See Finish featuring Mayoko on it. Yeah, so that's the Mayoko is the only feature on the EP.
Oh.
And that's my blood. You get me?
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're dropping 6 tracks, and of course we've got See Finish featuring Miyoko. Aside from
Yeah.
that song, the other 5 songs
Yeah,
are
new songs.
new songs.
Yeah.
And new songs.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So who are the producers you worked with?
Wow, I worked with a couple of my friends. I worked with Sinex. I worked with Qbit. Qbit produced Gang for Mayoko, and he also produced See Finish for me. And I also worked with the legendary Eddie Kabasa. Yeah, I worked with Eddie Kabasa, and that was like a very, 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 very big blessing for me. I think that's my favorite song on the EP. Title of the song is Cinnamon Vibe.
So wait, where did you get ID Kabasa? Where did you pull the legend out from to record with you?
Okay, I was talking to, because I was like, how do I need to get to Eddie Kabasa? So I just hit up my friend Any Money. I'm like, how far
did you
now?
Any
Yeah,
Money?
I'm like, Any Money, how far now? I can't carry me go meet Kabasa now. How we go do him now? I've DM'd him, I've called the number, nobody has replied. Any Money is now like, okay, what are you doing now? I'm like, I'm doing nothing. He's like, okay, I'll come through. Just let's link VGC, then we'll go and link Eddie Kabasa. And that was it. I linked up Eddie Kabasa. He sent me a couple beats, and I'm like, oh, more. I have to do like justice to this. And that was it. When I sent him the song, the next day was like, wow, this jam is bad. I'm like, oh shit, it's good.
Okay, so someone just sent in a question saying, are there any major features on the EP? Well, he said he's got a song. He's already dropped that one actually. See Finish featuring
Yeah,
Miyoko.
See
That's the
Finish
only
featuring
feature.
Miyoko.
Every other thing is pure
Vibes.
pure DapoTuburna, and I'm
Pure
looking forward to
DapoTuburna.
that. I'm actually
Yeah.
looking forward to that.
Yes, boss.
Okay, so I know because I've been having conversations with you. This is not the first time
This is
we're
not the
linking,
first
of
time.
course, and I know that you are a Fela student.
Yes. I like that word, Fela student.
Yes, you're a Fela student.
Yeah.
And you performed and you were at the shrine for a minute. You grew up, watching the Femis, perform, and you learned a thing or two from them.
Yeah.
And you were a fantastic performer. If you've not caught DapoTuburna performing, you should pull up at one of his shows and watch him perform.
You should.
He's got the energy. Yeah. Now you do live performance really well, and you also sing really well. Yeah. How do you keep up with both? Like, some people say stuff like, "Oh, I'm just a recording artist. I'm not a performing artist. I'm a performing artist. I'm not." But I've seen you perform live. You do good, and you sing really good. Do you practice every other day? How do you keep up with, brushing your performing skill?
Yeah, for me, I started very early. You get me, and I had like different phase of my time. That is it that I'm here. There was a time I was at the African Shrine. I would always open for Femi Kuti 6 to 7, and I was doing that for like a year and like few months. I think that was like the most blessed time of my career.
Because working for Femi Kuti.
Because I learned everything. Because there were times that I would just be performing at the African Shrine, and maybe people that are there, maybe it's just 2 people, 3, because they're waiting for Femi Kuti to come on stage from 7. But this Sunday, when they say, there was one guy that performed before Femi Kuti, that guy tried from 2 to 10, from 10 to 30 people coming to watching, to 50 people. Do you get me? So like, I've always been about the growth. I've seen like it manifest right in my face, and I've also seen it manifest right within me. So at the African Shrine, that's my house. I learned the core Afrobeat there, and this is me coming out to still experience what we call the Afrobeats music. You get me?
Okay, so when is the next time we're going to catch you performing at the African
Shrine? Yeah, probably when everywhere is fully open. Because last year celebration, like we couldn't do it, and I know like. Man, it was actually like a big slap to everybody at the shrine that which one we say coronavirus, no one make us worship Fela. What was that?
But we're dealing with a pandemic. We're always gonna be able to come together to celebrate the legend, but we just have to deal with this pandemic now. So now that we're dealing with the pandemic and you're recording music and you're trying to drop an EP right now, are you in any way anxious? Because a lot of artists, they refuse to drop their body of work because of the pandemic, and they're like, oh, I won't be able to promote it the way I want to promote it. I won't be able to perform at spaces and everything. Are you scared? Are you anxious? What's your feeling?
What are you feeling like right now? I'm not scared anymore about it, because I was last year. Because when I dropped See Finish, 3 months later I was supposed to drop like the EP. But because of the pandemic and the song kept growing, getting me. I'm like, okay, let me just let this song go for all through the year. Then 2021, I'm going to drop my EP. If you like, make Jesus come, make anybody come, I'm going to drop my EP. You get me? So I'm really not scared of anything. I'm really, really ready for the EP. Trust me.
Okay. So your EP is called, titled I Remember Everything.
Yeah, I remember everything. So
I want to ask you a question. As an artist, what is the one memory that you're never, ever going to forget?
Wow.
Speaking about things that you remember,
Melody.
What's that?
This question you asked me is like one of the realest questions any OAP ever asked me, to be honest.
Okay, so
because I actually felt it down my spine. I can't lie to you.
So tell me, what's the one memory you can never ever forget?
Okay. I'll just pick one though. There was one time I went for industry night, because DapoTuburna is that guy that is always hustling. If he hears that or more, this person is coming here and I need to meet that person. I'm going there to crash that place. I don't care. I don't care. Like, and I'll find my way in there. So there was this industry night. Two-Face was the headline. Two-Face and who else? I can't remember the rest of the artists, but Two-Face, and I'm like, I really need to meet Baba, man, because I really like Two-Face a lot.
Everyone does.
You hear me? So when I got there, they just bounced me like, guy, go fi enter this one, that one. This was like 20, maybe. And you already
DapoTuburna?
No, I was still dropping music. Like, they just know me for Oshodi that time. They never know me for Island, to be honest. You get me? So when I got there, they were like, who is this one? They can't let me inside. You get me now? I'm like, and I went there with like 2 of my guys. So when they said, okay, how are we going to get? They said they can't let us inside. I said, okay, we'll pay. They said no. So I remember I just went back to the trunk of the car. I changed my shirt, I changed my trousers, I wore a face cap, and next thing I went back to the gate. And next thing, this guy, they say, "May you come up for here, you can't go change that." Next thing they gave me slap. My my guys were not going to find it funny that day, but I remember I cried. I'm like, I'm on this industry night, and if I'm coming back from this industry night, I'm coming down to shut down this place, and nobody's going to tell me anything. Fast forward 2 years later, I did that. He gave me shout out to my management at that time, and it was really, really crazy. So these are the kind of things that keep me going in my hustle, and that's why I said I remember everything. You get me?
So when you went back to perform at industry nights, fast forward to, like 2 years after, did you see those guys?
Of course. I saw
Did you tell them the story?
Trust me now. I like telling stories a lot.
What did they say? Please tell me what happened.
They're just like, oh, they can't remember this one, that one, blah, 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 blah. Then I also walked up to Matthew. I'm like, bro, this thing that happened to me 2 years ago, like, it's not like as if I was mad now. Like, it's not like as if I'm mad now, but 2 years ago,
I was really mad.
And I pushed in that thing to this, and that's why we could actually have a successful show. You get me? So, yeah, it is what it is.
So that's the one memory you're never going to forget.
Yes.
Okay, so as DapoTuburna, what's the best thing that's happened to you as an artist?
Okay, the best thing that has happened to me as an artist was when I went to music school, and when I was done with my music school, my project was to do Bang Bang Bang, that's Femi Kuti cover with my band. So when I did it, my friend, one of my female friends, just randomly posted it on YouTube. This is like 2014, if I can remember. I just randomly posted it on YouTube, and within like 2 days, Femi Kuti reached out to me, and it was like he had to look for my handle on Twitter. He mentioned me, and like, this young boy reminds me of me growing up. So I remember I was in Ogba, somewhere in Ogba, not far from here, one bus stop opposite GT Bank. When I saw that tweet, immediately I stood up. I trekked from Ogba here down to African Shrine. See all these places like this, I passed this place. Rain was falling that Sunday.
Are you serious?
Yes, I walked down to the African Shrine, and when I got there, I was like, see what Femi Kuti tweeted at me. That is not me. That means I was sitting on my own. I saw these tweets, and I don't know, whatever they need to do, I must meet Femi Kuti today. They delayed me. He was performing that Sunday. I waited till like 10:30. Then he now took me to Baba, and I said, who is it? I said, sir, you tweeted this. I said, oh, you're the young boy. I said, yes. What do you want me to do for you? Do you want money? I said, I don't want money. I just want to learn. He said, okay, do you know what? Next week Sunday, come and open for me. From there, we'll see what I can do. And that was how I started opening for Femi Kuti. So to me, because I really, really respect Femi Kuti, I look up to him very well. You get me? So for that to happen, you get me, from somebody that you really look up to, is like really, really a big miracle. Yeah.
Okay, so music from DapoTuburna and Femi Kuti, how many songs are we going to get from?
That one is the next prayer right now. It's going to definitely work out, because I've been recording a couple songs that I feel like whenever I meet him, I'm just going to be like, Dad, can you just play sax here? Can you just do this here? And we are done. You get me? I'm
looking forward to that. And
yes,
also,
boss.
I'm looking forward to this EP you intend to drop. I remember everything. You've talked about your journey as an artist, how you've grown from here to there, and the growth is evident in your music,
definitely,
in your in who you are now as an artist. Also, I would love to use the opportunity to tell you that you need to promote the song.
I need to promote this Wickedest Wine song. I'm going to do my best on that.
And you need to use all the social media apps that are popping now, from TikTok to everything.
Everywhere.
This is a sick jam. If you let the song go, I'm not gonna forgive you.
Don't
but yes,
worry.
thank you so much for coming through.
Yes, boss. Shout out City. You guys have been great. You guys have been supportive. You guys have been great since before you moved into this building. Trust me. So, man, really appreciate. Shout out everybody, man. Love, melody, day together.
Aqua, before you leave, someone's asking you, what's your favorite color and how long have you been in the music industry?
What's my favorite color?
Yeah,
my favorite color is yellow. It's obvious.
Oh, that's my favorite color too.
For real?
Yes, yellow. Yellow and black.
My favorite color is yellow, man.
So we're twinning on that.
Yeah.
Okay, so this person's asking if you could feature any international artist, who's that one person you're going to ask to feature?
If I could feature any international artist right now, I think it's Damian Marley. I really love Damian Marley.
I see that working. DapoTuburna and Damian Marley. I see that working. That is going to be a banger.
Yeah, yes. Trust.
Yes. Someone just sent a message now on Twitter saying, Melody, please tell him we love this song, Wickedest Wine, a lot. I love it too, a lot. Yes, Dapo, I want to give him for you. Okay, Dapo. Looking forward to your EP that drops. I remember everything. And I hope that you never forget, everything you've been through in the industry, and it helps you to become a better artist.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you for coming.
Bless up, Melody. Love.
Listening to this Melody on City 105.1.